Mobile phones are a wonderful thing, but the thing is we take these things for granted. People have magic in the palm of their hands, and yet they don't understand a thing. These screens, these tiny portals teleporting us around the world make it so easy for people to connect, and yet people have never been so alone. Like addicts with a screen and IV plugged directly into the data stream, alone in an empty, dirty room, and yet we're somewhere else entirely with our heads entirely in the cloud. Now is the time when I'm finding it easiest to see the world for what it is and not what it's made out to be, and yet people like me seem to be becoming addicted every day. Candy crushing up pills to snort like lines of cocaine, clashing like clans, chasing that inevitable high, hitting the crack pipe and sitting back to watch as the colours switch. Honest to God, it's not the ones dealing ecstasy in the streets who should be jailed. It's those creating addictive patterns of colours for innocent eyes to see. It's a simple cycle to rinse and repeat. Get them into casual Clash of Clans, and before you know it, they're part of a Candy Crush criminal case, putting half their bank to waste, placing more and more of themselves in their phones until they never want to leave their comfy sofa homes. Like every addiction, this one shows itself. It manifests physically. It starts slow with small little finger indents and then moves to thumb and finger pains as it gains more of a hold on the victim's life. They start to disregard everything as they begin to Clash Royale or avoid the white tiles on a nearly permanent basis, stopping only to eat or sleep as their eyes become sunken in deep as the monster known as addiction starts to loom and creep, toying with their strings as if they were puppets. Sick, twisted playthings. Minecrafting their wills like Play-Doh, playing and twisting their emotions so they play flow more and more every day until their phones in their hands become one and the same. Every day becomes just another game of Angry Birds or Subway Surfers, Crossy Road or Flip That Burger. Honestly, it's not hard to see that people like you and me, addicts with a screen, slaves to that mobile slot machine, are not really free. I am in dire need of help. And so are you, and even though it's a tricky hill climb till we're through, come do this therapy with me and I'll trepidatiously do this temple run too. Because people today learn not to conversate or relate their mental state looming on the edge of becoming a criminal case, because people today don't communicate, and even now to this day there are people struggling to relate to the dish pieces of coal being put on their plate. We need to pull the plug on this hospital case, give them a taste of what life's truly about, because not all that's seen on a screen is reality. We need to cut the rope tethering them down and let them float up, going into the sky so they gain a better perspective of what it means to be truly alive.